Welcome back to Central Valley Talk, where we celebrate what's good, not just about Fresno and the Valley, but the whole state and the whole nation. And it's cold and flu season coming up, and we want to get ready for it, maybe get a little bit in front of it. So we've asked an expert to come on our show and give some ideas on how we can fight this or avoid this. Our guest is Gavin Gear. Welcome, Gavin.
Hey, how you doing?
It says on the screen, we stop colds and flus. 100% natural NASAP spray for children.
Correct. Yeah, what we do is, if you think about a pathogen like a cold virus, it flies in your nose, goes in the nose, and immediately your immune system starts making mucus, and that mucus blocks us up. And so people want to unblock. And we've created a very innovative way of unblocking that blockage. We spray a Manuka honey in a very, very fine mist up the nose. And what that does is it helps the immune system encapsulate and make even more mucus, so much so that you have to blow your nose. So the bottom line is, you get an infection, within a few minutes, we force you to blow your nose. You don't have a choice. And now the pathogen, the virus, is in the tissue, and you throw it in the trash.
Get rid of it.
Your immune system goes quiet, and it stops making mucus. Now you can breathe.
Now you can breathe, yeah. The most miserable part about the cold, of course, is you can't breathe. And then it makes you talk funny, and you got mucus, and it's miserable. So you're saying, run through it one more time. You spray this up your nose? Is that what you do?
Yeah, you're spraying a Manuka honey from New Zealand up your nose, and it's a very mild amount of it. It doesn't take very much of it to make your nose make even more mucus. But you make so much, you blow it out, and you're into recovery. It just takes a few minutes.
So this isn't a medication. This is something that occurs naturally in nature?
The honey does, yeah. The honey it's made by bees, so we enroll the bee in being our partner, and they work very, very hard. They only work in the daytime. They don't work in the dark, and they make this honey. And I figured out a way to put it into a nasal spray, because it's not easy to do.
No.
Somebody could not do this in their home. They would the honey would ferment.
You do, so, also, you don't want to take straight honey, I'd imagine, and squirt it up your nose. Is it diluted or is it straight?
No, you'll actually damage the nasal tissues if you did that. You've got to know.
Yeah, don't try this at home. Don't try making your own.
But we've sold about 300,000 of these things, and we have lots and lots of people. One lady said to me recently, "Thank you for giving me my life back."
Yeah.
Because she was so congested, and she could breathe and go out, and my granddaughter's gone from being a sick little girl to on the volleyball team.
Now, does it work against allergies as well, or is it just more for a virus? Or
same. If you imagine a piece of pollen going in the nose, your immune system reacts by making mucus. You spray, we make more mucus, you blow your nose, the pollen's in the tissue. It's out of your body, your immune system goes quiet. It's very simple, but it's very hard to do. The drug companies have been trying to figure this out for decades.
Yeah.
And what the steroids do is they make the mucus thicker, and it ends up going down the back of your throat. And now the pollen or the virus is in your body. You take it out of your body, and so your immune system goes quiet. That's the difference.
Yeah. I hated that my wife was always giving my kids pills and pills. We don't want to live that way, but a natural way. By the way, I'm going to put up this other slide that has your phone number and your email address, because I want to know, and our viewers are going to want to know, where do we get this product?
You can buy it at manukagard.com.
Okay.
MANUKAGUARD, manukagard.com.
Okay.
We're about to be on Amazon very soon. We're being installed on their program right now. The quickest way to get it is iherb.com. They've got it, and they ship usually the next day.
Next day, okay.
So there you are. Not hard to get.
Or they could email you or call you. Is that a possibility?
Or call me. We've got people here that can help.
Yeah.
Quite often folks want a little bit of advice, and we're not doctors, but we can tell people how to best use the product.
Okay.
It's not expensive. The nasal spray is $12.99, and we give free shipping from our website.
$12.99. I'm going to just get a couple bottles. I'm going to give them away to a couple of people I know who are always having this mucus problem.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes the drug companies, it seems, and I don't want you to have to comment on that, but I'll comment. It seems like they don't want us to have natural remedies. They want to mix something up and create something they could patent and sell to us for a lot of money. And doctors, too, they seem not to like to take the holistic approach either. So,
Today we have a lot of doctors. We find that doctors have really taken the don't give the person an antibiotic approach.
Right.
Don't want to give antibiotics. They understand the problem. They even have signs up in their offices. People are trying to do their best. Big corporations, it's a bit of a different thing. They've got to make money for their shareholders.
That's right.
So we can't yell at them either. That's the system that we live in.
Right.
The good thing about being in a free country is I'm free to make a product that works.
Yep.
I don't have anybody stopping me, Wonderful.
Let me ask you this, Gavin, is why not? Why wouldn't somebody try this? It's not like you're putting something in your body that's unnatural or experimental. This is just a very natural thing that you do and probably can't hurt you in any way unless you squirt it in your eye or something. I don't know.
That's a really good question. What most people are afraid of are the systemic side effects that come with products.
Mm-hmm.
And what I can tell your audience is that we have no systemic side effects.
Right.
And that's really, really remarkable for anything that you're using. So what do we get? We get a little bit of a saline sting.
Right.
It goes away in seconds. People are really, really happy with the product. Because that's the only side effect is a little mild sting. It's not a big deal.
Of course, all this is over my head. I'm trying to get my arms around it, but you said this is a product, is it from New Zealand?
The honey comes from New Zealand, but we bring it here because we have the FDA and they're very rigorous in enforcing the law. They've been here in my office. We've got a clean bill of health.
Good.
We only make cleaning claims.
Right.
Like I've only spoken today about cleaning the bug out of the nose after it flies in. That's all perfectly proper and legal, and we follow the rules.
Yeah.
I want people to trust the product.
Okay. That's fascinating that all this stuff happens. And I've seen people do things not dissimilar, like neti pots, where you actually run some warm water up in there. It cleans it out. But this is another product that would clean it out, get the virus out. And I'm very excited to hear about this, Gavin.
I know I can speak to neti pots. They really do a good job, and they help clean some of the mucus out.
Yeah.
But the problem with pure saline is it dries out the cilia, the little feathery things that bring the mucus to the back of the throat. They start to dry out with too much saline. Mm-hmm. And with the honey in the saline, the honey's hygroscopic, meaning it sucks moisture. And so it keeps the whole system super wet.
Okay.
And even like if I sprayed right now, within about 30 seconds, some of it's going to start running out my nose. That's the mucus production.
Right.
And that's what we want. We want this to come out of our body. We don't want it to stay in.
Yeah. That's what makes our life miserable, Gavin.
Right. Yeah.
Well, listen, they only give us 10 minutes. I want to talk to you for hours. But just any last thoughts you want for our viewers?
No, just trust what we've got.
Yeah.
Give it a try, and we do a money-back guarantee, so you can't go wrong, can you?
There you go. There you go. We've got a couple ways to reach you, Gavin, at LOGIX Sciences.
Logix Biosciences, and Logix is spelled LOGIX.
Nice.
Biosciences.
And there's another phone number on the screen, 831-277-2564. And when we post this video out to YouTube and stuff, I'll add those websites and stuff so people could just click and order. Thank you, Gavin. This is one of the most exciting interviews we've had in a long time.
Right. Well, anytime, get me back.
All right. It's a real thing that really helps people, and I like that. I like things like that.
Save my granddaughter. You know, she was 3 and she's now 10 and she's on the volleyball team.
That is
Still
great.
Great. Really healthy.
Change her life, yeah. Just a little breathing is so important.
Breathe.
All right. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk, Central Valley Business, Central Valley Innovations right after this.